This is what I do every day, and the Prime Minister wants to criminalise me. And the danger of it is that they did this in Australia. They made smoking.
Just fags.
Well, it's not a protest. I mean, this is what I do every.
Any comments about Diddy? He credits you as one of his mentors.
Yeah, what a place to have a dressing room.
Oh. Come on. Go over here, sit down.
Legal battle, there was relief and celebration from the women's rights groups who'd taken their case over the definition of a woman to the highest court in the country.
The judges have said what we always believed to be the case, that women are protected by their biological sex, that sex is real, and that women can now feel safe that services and spaces designated for women are for women, and we are enormously grateful to the Supreme Court for this ruling.
I think it needs more than what you can offer. I'm not disrespecting you, not trying to talk down to you. I'm trying to talk to you like a man. But I would like it how it was before.
Frank, who broke the bush?
Mickey Mac.
What did Mickey Mac do to it?
What did Mickey Mac? I think they had I think a trailer like that, a caravan, parked outside my house, and they pushed it in the bush. when they took the bush out, when they took the caravan, they took pieces of bush out of it. But if you want to go down there and walk down there,
Yeah.
you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Would you say Mickey Mouse was going to rob the bush, I reckon?
That'd be liable. So I'm going to have to see my lawyer to answer that question.
Well, listen, Mickey Mouse, if I give Frank Bruno's brushes, it could be priceless. I say Mickey Mouse is on drugs, I reckon.
No, I can't really say that, boss. You know what I mean? But, boss, I'm not too sure if you're going to come tomorrow, but you may be wasting your time coming tomorrow. I would like the bush, how it was.
And border system. It stunned MPs during a Public Accounts Select Committee meeting this week.
We're making sure we've got a buffer of as close to 5,000 beds as we can have, so that we've always got an outflow. So we're carrying a large number of empty beds in order to let us move people out. But then crucially,
sorry, can I just stop you there? So these 5,000 beds that you're keeping empty just in case, these are additional hotel beds, are they? In the southeast?
Across the country.
Just to be clear, they're hotel rooms. They're not Nightingale hospitals or barges, they're hotel rooms.
They're hotel rooms with beds.
You've got 5,000 beds available in case you have a huge number of people coming through Manston.
Yeah, so we've aimed to have a buffer there. It is less than that at the moment because an awful lot of people arrived over the weekend.
You're paying for them all the time. You're not on standby, not on a 48-hour standby.
People came through.
They're not on a 48-hour standby or anything. You're paying for them.
We start this morning with breaking news because a 7.7 magnitude earthquake has struck Myanmar. That magnitude, according to the US Geological Survey. We're told that the epicenter is near Mandalay in Myanmar, and the US Geological Survey also says that the depth of that earthquake is also shallow, initially estimated at 10 kilometres. But the shaking has also been felt in Bangkok as well, the capital, of course, of the neighbouring country, Thailand. And we are getting some shots in now, as you can see, of the area. We're told that buildings have been caused to sway. We're also told that there are no immediate reports of damage or casualties, but we will keep a close eye on that because Bangkok, home to a huge number of people, 17 million people, many of whom do live in high-rise apartments.
Yeah, and just looking at some of the footage on social media, which Sky News is working to verify, and we'll bring it to you shortly, showing kind of remarkable levels of buildings swaying, even water cascading from a rooftop pool down the side of a building, indicating just the degree to which that tremor caused those buildings to rock. Also reports that a bridge first built by the British Empire in the early 1930s in Myanmar has collapsed, and also just with a thought to Myanmar, obviously 2-3 years of civil war there, huge numbers of displaced people, also reduced ability for media and aid organisations to operate and report on, and also support people who may be affected.
That's right, and as yet no immediate reports of the effects of the earthquake there in Myanmar, no doubt for many of the reasons that Gareth, you were saying there. So we will keep a very close eye on the situation in Southeast Asia there. As what's being described as a strong earthquake has struck central Myanmar today, and that's also affected neighbouring Thailand, with a number of people, as you can see, pouring out onto the streets in the capital, Bangkok there. We await to see if there's been any kind of damage, and we will let you know. We'll also be live to our correspondent in the region shortly.
The pensioners in my neck of the woods, Chop, as you know, it's not a rich area. They depend on this payment. Yes, we know there's some people that that could do without it, but nevertheless we've got people managing on 12, 13, 14 grand a year. This 300 quid they get is a godsend. The pensioners.
As I was was saying, if this situation had been reversed and I had just watched somebody try to shoot Kamala Harris, I would be definitively saying how wrong it was. I would be saying to people that despite the fact that I do not want her to be president, of course, she is not so much of a threat that she needs to be shot. They don't stop this rhetoric because they don't do that. As I was saying.
Last year, knife crime in London went up by 20%. The facts simply speak for themselves. Vote Conservative for safer streets.
Looks much more even. Right, you've got more space for the basket as well, so you can spread the bird out.
I'll show you that very quickly, as you can see. So there, now I'm going to turn that over, and what happens is...
You can tell that the turkey is slightly frozen.
No, it's exactly frozen. It's not physically frozen, it's just cold. Yeah. A bit like us. Yeah. So then, what we can do is you just put this onto here, and you just put a bit of pressure on the top, and that just flattens out the carcass. So now...
the cracking.
Yeah. So can you see... I'm going to turn that around now, because you can see it's much more...
Yeah.
So look at that. I mean, that basically is our turkey ready. Legs around. So there's out of here. Keep going.
Yeah, okay. It's going to be...
Pure madness. What's up? Huh. What is this? All them out there looking. Plastic Grove. What's up?
To pull back from the brink. I call again for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, the return of the sausages, the hostages, and a recommitment to the two-state solution.
The Leader of the Opposition on winter fuel payment. Mel Stride, Shadow Secretary of State, to move.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. And can I say...
The
and gliding nigger, Negro.
what I'm going to do, Doctor? He said, go home and tell your wife. He went home and his wife got the shock of her life. She said, Albie, you look at his wife. She said, sheep, what's the doctor say? He said, I've only got 6 hours to live. She said, it's 6 o'clock now. She said, you know, you've been a wonderful husband. Is there anything I can do to make your last few hours comfy? He said, well, come to bed with me, he said, and let me put my arms around you and let me love you like I used to. And they went to bed, and this couple made love from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock, this daisy little git. And at 9 o'clock, she said, Albie, she said, you've only got 3 hours left. Is there anything else I can do for you? For God's sake, tell me. He said, could I have a brandy? She said, I'll go and get you the biggest bloody brandy you've ever had, she said. And that's the guy you brought back from Torremolinos. And he's laying in bed, sipping the brandy, puffing away at the cigar till 10 o'clock. She said, Albert, do you know you've only got 2 hours left? Is there anything else I can do for you? For God's sake, tell me. He said, get back into bed again. And he made love to her. But he's sex maniac. 11 o'clock, she said, Albie, you've only got 1 hour left. Is there anything else I can do for you? For God's sake, tell me. He said, get back into... She said, oh, come on, for Christ's sake, Albert. She said, I've got to get up in the morning, you haven't.
Are you surprised by the German Chancellor's comments on this?
I'll believe it when I see it. You know, I've heard so many leaders across Western countries talk about how they're going to get a grip of both legal and illegal migration. It's not a problem that's restricted to the UK. It's right across Europe and indeed the United States of America. And, you know, you keep hearing this kind of rhetoric and then absolutely nothing happens. And Germany, as you pointed out, is in the crosshairs of blame for the massive surge of migrants coming, you know, from Syria, North Africa and other regions into Europe. So I'll believe it when I see it. It would be nice to see in operation. You know, Poland, which is part of the Schengen zone and has a completely open border with the rest of Europe, has very few illegal migrants going into it. And that's significantly due to the fact that Poland offers them no benefits. So, you know...
China has broken yet another record. China has broken yet another record. This time it has built the largest diameter tunnel in just 110 days. Known as the Jinan-Huanggang Tunnel, this marvel is located 100 feet below the Yellow River. With a diameter of 56 feet, it not only has the biggest diameter of any tunnel in China, but is also the biggest of its kind to be completed in such a short time. The only question is, how did they pull this off so quickly?
Neighbours living around here, but everyone wants to live like tramps. The other day, I was walking up and down the road, getting the litter off, and not one of you came out to help. That's the cheek of it. Everyone's in their house looking at the rubbish, but no one came out to help me. You're all tramps. It's disgusting because we're all meant to be neighbours, living around here, but everyone wants to live like tramps. The other day, I was walking up and down the road, getting the litter off, and not one of you came out to help. That's the cheek of it. Everyone's in their house looking at the rubbish, but no one came out to help me. You're all tramps.
A 51-year-old man has just been given an immediate 8-week prison sentence just for sharing 3 Facebook posts, which shows just how seriously the courts are taking any alleged offences to do with these riots. A 51-year-old man...
Countries should be able to control their borders. What I think is shocking is that we have MPs in Labour who other countries will not allow through. I think that's very significant.
Shocking because?
Well, if you look at the reasons why the Israeli government has given for why they're not letting them in, they don't believe that they're going to comply with their laws. MPs do not have diplomatic immunity. I believe that the people who represent us in Parliament should be people who should be able to go anywhere in the world and people not be worried about what they're going to do when they go into those countries.
Are you suggesting the Israelis were right to worry that these 2 Labour politicians would break the law if they got into the country?
Well, that's the reason they gave. And what I believe is that every country should be able to control its borders. We do the same thing. There are many people that we don't allow into our country, and I don't think we should be setting precedents in a different way.
So just to be clear, you believe the Israeli government's account of this, not the Foreign Secretary who says they were treated unacceptably?
The Foreign Secretary has given his view, I've given my view.
That's it. What happened down there, mate? You see anything happen down there? Oh, they're transport police. Get him. You see anything happen, mate? You're not easy enough. Yes, people, JTV, agree or disagree, this is a place for you. So look, yeah, great march yesterday, great police presence and a great family day out. I wonder how much that all costed, and just remind you about the missing children and all those youngsters, especially up from the north, that don't get something hot in the daytime to eat before they go to school. What about the violence in Liverpool with all these women getting murdered? What about the wars?
But you look at that sort of thing. Behind every single one of those people, there's a story.
Yes.
And you look at that sort of basis. We need to work out where good people paying their taxes, where that money is going. And if you don't shine a spotlight on it, talking about £100 a day is what I would suggest per hotel room. It's an absolute nonsense.
Roger, you're good with money and the economy. Am I being naive in just suggesting, you're giving £11 billion in foreign climate aid to Africa, you're spending £3 billion a year on Ukraine, you're spending £90 million a year on empty hotel beds. What am I missing here? Am I looking at it too simplistically?
Well, these are all things that Labour should have been complaining about when they were the loyal opposition, but they stayed stum. And they are manifesting exactly the same useless inefficiency that the Tories have done for many years. I mean, it's
English Premier League. Everton 1, Manchester United 3. Crystal Palace 4, Leeds United 1. Chelsea 4, Sheffield United 1. West Ham 1, Fulham 0. Sunday, West Bromwich 0. Tottenham Hotspur 1. Leicester City 1. Wolverhampton 0. Manchester City 1. Liverpool 1. Yeah.
Denied entry to Israel and then deported. Labour MPs Yun Yang and Abdeslam Mohammed say they're astounded by what they describe as an unprecedented step. Israeli officials said these individuals had accused Israel of false claims. The visit was intended to provoke anti-Israel activities. Its purpose was to harm Israel and Israeli citizens and spread falsehoods about them. It's as the Israeli leadership is once again facing increasing international condemnation over its actions in Gaza. The Labour chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee described the treatment of the British MPs as badly advised.
Yeah.
Oh, in Estonia. I think you said Australia. Did you say Australia?
No, I said Estonia, like what it says on the story.
I wasn't listening. Sorry. Was that right? I was kidding. That was a joke.
This is the slickest The slickest story you've ever covered.
This is the worst show that I've ever done, honestly. I just feel like I was fighting all day with my girlfriend.
Could you read the headline?
British prisoners could soon be housed in Estonian jails after numbers imprisoned in England and Wales hit record high of 88,000. People, so what they're saying is we don't have any prisoners here because we're arresting little old ladies for sending a tweet out or for yelling at a horse or something or for yelling at a cop. We're not allowed to yell at a cop. So we'll send them to Estonia. People don't know where Estonia is. It's above Latvia, which is above.
Pretty cold up there.
It's pretty cold. It's
A state-of-the-art quantum computer chip. The company claims Willow leapfrogs over the supercomputers that we used to consider the world's fastest, and it takes 5 minutes for them to solve a problem that would currently take supercomputers 10 septillion years.
You and I are paying for it. In fact, the licence fee goes up next year to £174.50. They're having a laugh. Whether these allegations are proven or not, it is doubtful that Greg Wallace will return as the host of MasterChef. His goose is cooked, but it's the BBC which is the stuffed turkey.
This is Easton in Bristol, home to the UK's most dangerous road. Over a decade ago, a documentary crew visited the area and dubbed Stapleton Road the most dangerous street in Britain. What you're about to watch is my visit to Stapleton Road. Unfortunately, filming was abruptly cut short.
There's no information. We have reasonable behaviour from everyone. No one would be excluded from the meeting.
I was thrown out of the meeting. So was Councillor Burtell. So was Councillor Brewerton. Please let the chairman
Mrs. Weaver, please.
speak.
If you disrupt this meeting, I will have to remove you from it.
You can't. It's only the chairman who can remove people from a meeting. You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver. No authority at all.
She's just kicked him out. Just a minute. No, she's kicked him out. Don't. She's kicked him out. Don't. This is a meeting called by two councillors. Illegally. They now elect a chairman.
No, they can't because the vice chair's here. I take charge. Read the standing orders. Read them and understand them.
Where's the chairman?
Read the standing orders.
We were sleeping. Yeah, and? We were sleeping. Yeah. Hear Prince screaming. When Prince screaming, say water. When you jump up and look, there is water. Many water, like Elsha. That type of water was there. And we want back everything. Now from Olivia, a Sunlight Street, from here 2 months old, just born out of my mother. Left here From me at 29, me left Sunlight Street, so here me never have been seen my yard flood out yet. Any house in the carpet here in Sunlight Street flood out yet. Never had been seen this yet. I there here before my maiden take and we never see it yet. So anybody see them lie, how we never see it yet. I want back everything. Laptop, phone, everything. A 5 phone flood, I want back everybody. Name brand furniture, name brand bed, and name brand car. Everybody flood out and want back everything. So, baby can't catch meningitis. And shit water and gully water. The baby from Mobby, my nephew, baby will come up. She flood out too with her baby, nice, pretty, clean skin baby them. Flood out, not a pimples, mosquito bite, nothing. Right now, you know what can happen to them? Them need to go to hospital. And we need all type of something to clean out the germs. And the fly them starting at the house now to come look again. And it can't go on so. We have to do better. Anybody?
What caused it?
What caused it? The workman them cause everything. With all them cut the bridge, and none of them not coming at the yard for come look a go on. If them do just fix back right there, sir, the house on a flood out. Is the bridge cause everything? Is this big contract what going on at Sunlight Street 21 and a half Sunlight Street Kingston 13 cause every single soul things what happen in a yard? Last night to this morning at 3:30, flooding. The baby them could have been drowned in. We need justice, real justice we need. Justice we need. One bag of furniture. And on a 30 grand bed in there, and a 30 grand dresser. And a 30 grand fridge, and a 30 grand rat nut. And a 30 grand, and a 10 grand night table, touch lamp. Everybody, flat screen in there, mash up. Flood out the shit water and gully water. Nobody not come for look. Uncle the cameraman, it can't work, so we need justice. Justice. We need justice. We need justice over the yard there and the other yard. We need it. Can't you see the condition right in her? And the germs and the nasty. Right now on the left out, a fly start at the place. Two baby there, they don't look good. Call the contractor. We need the contractor. For the work, yeah. We start. We need him. We want back everybody. Everybody. We want disinfectant, cheese, Dettol, soap powder, all type of things to clean out the house. The baby them get meningitis. Them sick on them.